Om Shanti and a very warm welcome to all of you. Good evening and greetings of peace. अगर आपको ये हिंदी में सुनना है तो ज़ूम में इंटरप्रेटर ऑप्शन में यू कैन सिलेक्ट लैंग्वेज हिंदी, देन आप हिंदी में सुन सकते हैं. So today's topic is quite interesting. Spiritual growth through struggle. So when we look at life in general, you will find life always have ups and downs, isn't it? And so in life, there are struggles. You can call it struggles, maybe you can call it obstacles, you can call it situations, right? You can call it roadblocks, you can name it many different ways, this struggle. And so you will find, like if I ask you that if you have to see that did you had struggle in your life, what would be your answer? One or many? Right? So we go through many struggles, many situations, many difficulties, many challenges, right? But in some situations, so if I tell you for a moment, scan your life and see a situation, struggle, circumstance which you have overcome, where you think that I have done good, I have been successful, right? So identify that event. Right, I will give you a few more seconds. So I hope all of you have identified one struggle situation and which you have overcome. So what happens when we are going through a tough phase, a difficult phase? What happens is either you will feel that this I can handle it, right? Sometimes you look at the situation or problem which has come and you will say, oh, this is such a big problem, I don't know how I can handle it, right? Some will say, yeah, I know it is a big problem, but let me see what I can do, right? And some will say that, oh, it is not a big problem at all, right? The fourth person would say that it is not a problem at all. I think I can overcome that, I can take care of it just like that, right? So you can find that there are different ways we really, when we address a situation or problem, we address in these many different ways, isn't it? It is like, say, for example, if I give you an example, maybe you are not seeing, right? The chair which I am sitting on, right? And if I have to move this chair and if I ask someone that, can you please move this chair, right? Some may say that, oh, it is very difficult. I cannot help you in this because I have a backache and it will aggravate, and so I cannot do it. Someone may say that, oh, this chair is very heavy. My health is good, but chair is very heavy and I cannot lift it and move it. Right? Some may able to move the chair, but would say that, oh, this chair is quite heavy. Right? And some would say that, oh, chair was very light. It depends on whom. So is a chair heavy or light? Who will decide? Chair or the person? Right? So it is the same thing with struggle, situation or circumstance. I have seen in my life that when you are spiritually strong, very focused, very much peaceful and calm, at that time any situation comes, you will think, oh, situation come, I can handle it. I can very easily overcome that. And sometimes if you are feeling down, if it is not your good day, and then a situation comes, even though it could be a very small situation, at that time, because my attitude is maybe wrong, or I am unhappy about something, I am disheartened about something, then at that time, even a small situation which will come, I will think, oh, this is such a big thing, how will I be able to handle it? So it is my perspective towards the situation or problem. Right? Situation is not big. Maybe my state of mind is weak. That is why I feel that the situation is big. Right? So to handle this, keep this in your understanding that there are two worlds. One is an inner world and another is an outer world. Situation, circumstance, problems, right? And what kind of situations or struggle are there? Maybe a struggle could be that I want to reach to my office and there is a lot of traffic and I'm struggling to reach to my office. That could be a struggle, right? And another one could be like I am going through some illness and I'm trying to overcome that. That could be a struggle, right? A struggle could be that I don't get along with my loved ones. There is misunderstanding, there is confusion. That could be a struggle. Or struggle could be a death in family, could be also a struggle. So struggle could be anything from small to big. Right? But what is my aim? How I want to handle these situations or struggle? You always want to come out of it without getting affected. Right? You always want to be successful or victorious over those struggle or situations. Right? That is our aim. Right? And so if that is our aim, so understand that situation, circumstances, problems, struggle is an outside thing. That is not what I am. A situation could be always outside, right? All the examples which I gave is a situation. It is coming from outside. And so what I want to do is, with my mental ability, with my inner strength, what I want to do is, I want to overcome that, right? And so understand that both are not same. But many time, often you will find people saying that people are upset because they have a situation in their family. They are upset because they have an illness, and because of that they are not able to do things which they want to do, right? And so what we do is, many times we blame situations, we blame people, right? Because of this one, this has happened, right? And if I have that kind of a mentality, you will find that you will never be able to find a solution to that kind of a situation. Why? Because I am influenced by it, right? Like I can give you an example, like say for example, if I have a pain in my fingers or palm, right? Will I have pain here? I have a pain in my fingers or palm, right? I feel the pain in the fingers or palm, but my mind can be free from this pain, right? I will be feeling the pain, but if I think about it, I can be free from it, isn't it? When I think that, okay, it's okay, this is a small thing, I have used my hand for so many years, and now there is some problem, I will deal with it, you will have less suffering. But if you are in that kind of a mindset that, and a friend has come to visit me and I tell, oh, look at me, right? My hand has pain, I cannot do anything. I am now helpless. What is my life? Right? What will happen? What I have taken it, this pain I have taken it in my mind. Then I will be affected by it. Right? I will feel low. I will feel bad about it. Right? So it is different, right? My inner self and the situation or a circumstance is both are separate. Once I identify that, then it becomes very easy to take it as a challenge, to take it as an opportunity to overcome that. Because most of the time you will find people complaining about their situation, their problem, and whatever that problem is, whatever I described, from small to big, right? And if I am complaining, means I am not addressing an issue. I have become a victim of that issue. And so it would be a very painful process to overcome that. And definitely it will take longer time. And you may not be having that hope also that when I will overcome that, or when I will be able to deal with it, and when I will be successful from it. So there is this fear is there, and because of that fear, there won't be any hope to overcome that struggle. And that's where I say that we need a spiritual power so that I can overcome that struggle. And so don't complain about things. Don't play a blame game, right? Many times you will find people play a blame game, right? That it is what we say, it is because of you this has happened and you have to fix it, right? Or many times you will find people will curse maybe nature, they will curse God, you will find many different ways, right? When they're frustrated, when they think that it is out of control, they cannot manage it. But is it really so? Right? So that potential, that inner power is actually within me. But what happens is when a situation comes, when a problem comes, and when we see that problem coming, what happens? We become outward. We look at the situation, we look at the problem, and then what we say? Why it has happened to me, right? How did it happen, right? What is this problem I'm not able to understand, right? When to resolve this? So what will happen is many times you will find that people will ask these kind of questions when the struggle or problem comes. Why, what, how, when? And the more you try to find a solution or a answer to these questions, the more you get
When to
confused.
resolve this?
The more you will get confused. Isn't it? And so, what I have to do is the very first solution to it is accept the situation, the problem, the struggle. Whatever that is, try to understand it and accept it first. Use the virtue of acceptance. Okay? Accept that, yeah, this is the problem and which I need to address. Because when you ask this question of why, what, how, and all, actually you are running away from the situation. You are not trying to find a solution, but on the contrary, you are trying to run away. Okay? So first, to end all these questions, why it is me, why it has happened to me, how to find a solution now, who will help me, all these questions, the end to this question is accept the situation which has come to you. And you will only be able to accept it when you have courage. So keep courage. Because it is said that when you keep courage, then the whole world will be ready to help you if you keep courage. Right? And so never let go of your courage. And courage is nothing but inner power. Courage is nothing but believing in yourself. So start with accepting the situation or struggle. And when you accept it, what will happen? The next step is solution. That how I should resolve this situation. What are the ways to resolve it? And so whatever comes in your mind that okay, maybe I should do this, do that. Then maybe some another, say for example, that didn't work. Then try another idea will come that okay, I should do this. Maybe that will resolve a problem, then make that attempt. When you keep on making that attempt, what will happen is you will also start believing in yourself. Even though the solution has not come, but you feel that at least I am making an attempt. So you will appreciate yourself for that. instead of just sitting idle, uh, and just wait for the problem to resolve by itself, this is much more better, right? That you keep on making an effort. So first is that have that hope, have that zeal and enthusiasm, believe in yourself and start making an effort. Because when you make an attempt, there could be a probability of changing the circumstances, changing the situation, right? So first, start making an attempt. Don't keep on thinking whether I should do this or that, because many times we waste our time in that. Yeah, we should think, we should plan, but not plan so much that you are delayed in putting into action. Okay, so make a decision, and whatever thing at that time you think that it will work, make an attempt. Okay. Another thing is that when there is struggle situation, another thing what you have to have is also a disciplined life, right? Right, because I have to keep on making that effort, and that effort has to be consistent, right? Don't worry about the result, but put it into action, right? And for that I have to be consistent, and the more I am consistent, then you will see that the results will definitely come. Okay. Another important value which I will need is determination, right? That I have to handle it, I have to overcome that, and for that I will use all my energy, right? So again, if the event which I told you to choose, where you are able to overcome a struggle, right? If you again look at back into your life and see that event, that how you became victorious in that particular situation or struggle, you will find that your one particular value, right? It could be patience, it could be letting go, it could be power to tolerate, it could be something, right? Something you would have used to overcome that situation, isn't it? And so, and that is what is actually inner power. When I identify myself with my virtues, my speciality, right? Maybe I am kind. Maybe I am so kind that I forgive someone and the problem got resolved. The hurt which I was carrying was resolved, right? So find that one particular virtue which you have used, where you are successful in overcoming a problem, and use that virtue again and again, because the beauty of virtues or speciality is that it will bring many other qualities automatically. Like, say for example, sometimes situations, something happens, something negative happens, what happens? We panic, we become restless, we become frustrated, isn't it? But say for example, someone has a virtue of patience. That person, what he will do? He will not become restless. He will wait, he will relax, he will say, okay, what I should do, how I can deal with this. And you will find with patience, there would be little bit of more understanding. So with patience, there will be little bit of wisdom also. With wisdom, you will find that there is an power to even tolerate also. You will find little bit of other virtues also, which is playing in a very subtle form, but it is there. So that is why I'm saying that identify that virtue, that quality of yours, and use that quality. That will also make it easier to handle that situation or problem. Okay. And another thing is that when you find a purpose in it, many times you will find that when there are situations, circumstances, but then you have decided, you are determined that I have this goal and I have to achieve it, then no matter what roadblocks come, what situations come, you will still be able to overcome. I met one mother recently, and she was sharing her experience, and at an early age, she lost her husband, and she had two children, and one was about to go into college in maybe 3-4 years, and she came here in USA, new country, right, and lost husband, right, and you know how much fees you have to, and as an Indian parent, we are concerned about the money, that how we can pay the tuition fees for my children, right? And so being a responsible mother, she wanted to earn money so that she can have the children in the best schools, right? And she can afford the fees. So when there is a purpose in life, what will happen is automatically your inner strength, inner powers will come into play. And so imagine what that mother has done for their children. She worked like she was doing a very ordinary job, and that would be not enough. Even she works 8-10 hours. She took 2 jobs, and she was only sleeping for hardly 2 to 4 hours every day, Monday to Friday. And she did this for 6 to 7 years, right? So where this potential came, where this inner power came, right? When you know that you have to accomplish something, you have a goal in front, automatically your inner powers will be activated. Because we do have potential, but sometimes we don't recognize our potential, and sometimes we don't even utilize our potential, isn't it? And I have many stories actually. There is another child. His name is Pratyush, and he had a brain tumor at the age of 14 months, and he was operated. That brain surgery happened at the age of 14 months. And the brain tumor is such that many times it reoccurs, right? And so after maybe few years, 6, 7, 8 years, 10 years, I don't remember the time, that thing reoccurred. And he was operated again, same place. And in that, he lost his eyesight. Okay. And this child was very, very bright, very, very positive. The parents were always telling them the stories of Vivekananda and all of that. So he was very, very positive. So after getting operated second time, an auntie, some relative came to see him. And so definitely who will think about that child? Like child going through so much. So people will say, bichara, right? That be the pitiful child, right? So, so with that, this relative came, the mother came, some neighbor, some relative, and said, uh, Prityush, I'm really sorry. And she was like about to cry, and she became very emotional. And this child told that auntie, don't worry. This was just an software update. He made it light, knowing that she is having that feeling of sorrow she has, that I'm meeting this child and has gone through two surgeries and now in such an awkward situation. And and this child was so much had a wisdom that he didn't want her auntie his auntie to be feel sorry about it. And he said that it is just a software update. And so the analogy for that, he was saying that first time the surgery happened, it was a software installation, but second time it was a software update. So you can see that when you have that kind of mindset, you can overcome any situation, any problem. And you don't have to find these kind of heroes, like those who are like who has exceptional qualities. No, they have found their purpose in life. And this child is, I think, right now 13 years old or something. This child is a national award winner. He has met our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So there are many things about many heroic stories which he has, and he's not able to see. And he was saying that also very beautifully, that if you don't have eyes, physical eyes, you cannot see things in the world, whatever is happening around, right? But he says that if you don't have a vision, then your future is in darkness. So I need to have a vision, and that vision he has. And so he is not regretting that he doesn't have a physical eyes, right? So it is how I carry myself, what I believe in, right? And if I have that, and so if I use my inner powers, then any situation, any problem, any struggle, you can come within flying colors. You can come out within flying colors, right? But I need to have a very powerful mind, right? And that is what I was saying, that spiritual growth will happen when there are obstacles in life. You will find that only during that time you really excel. Otherwise, you take it for granted, you take it very easy, and you just go like with your normal pace, with your you don't use your full potential at that time. Okay, so use this potential, emerge the powers within, right, and challenge the situations, overcome the struggles, because we have that inner power. Okay, we have that inner strength. Okay, with this I conclude here. Let's meditate, right, reflect upon, and have a very positive outlook towards life, so that I am well equipped to face any situation or circumstance. Om Shanti. Sit comfortably, but make sure your back is straight. Feet is grounded. Arms are also in relaxed position. And now look at a life as an opportunity. Every day can be a new beginning of my life. Every moment can be something new for me. With this perspective, let me live a life. I have now understood that there are two worlds. One is an outer world, and this outer world throws at me situations, circumstances, and it is not my way of doing things. I don't have control over the outer world. I don't have control over the people. But what I now understand is that I have control over inner world. I have control over my feelings, my thoughts. I have control over myself. Whether I want to stay 100% positive or sometimes get influenced. It is my choice. I do have great respect and regard for myself. And this respect and regards comes from believing in self. I know myself better. And so, I can handle things which is thrown at me. I can choose to stay peaceful and calm. I choose to be grounded and focused. And the more I am able to connect to my true self, I am at peace. I am content and happy. Being a hopeful person, I always try my best. And for that, I really appreciate myself. I also now know that the kind of perspective I hold, I can handle situations and struggles in life. The more I am positive, optimistic, the more I am hopeful, I increase my ability to overcome struggles. I have now recognized my inner strength. To maintain inner strength, I will always remain hopeful. I promise myself that I will always think good, good for myself and good for others. I have good wishes and pure feelings for myself and everyone else around me. When I am nurtured with good wishes and pure feelings, I am internally very powerful. I am a powerful being. And one who helps himself receives the help from God the Supreme. God is Almighty Authority. And I am not alone. I have God's company. I have and company of Almighty authority. And so, with this powerful awareness, I can face any situation, circumstances in life. I have full faith in myself and God. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Anyone has any question, you can put it in the chat. No? Everyone is okay? Very good. So, you can join for these Tuesday evening experiential meditation session now. And next Tuesday, I think we have, it is very close to Mother's Day. And so, the topic which we have is on mothers, right? Mother's love and what it is, right? And so it is about that. So, feel free to join back again next Tuesday. Okay, thank you very much
Thank you very
for
much. It was
joining.
very nice. Thank you.
Om Shanti.
You're
Om
welcome.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Thank
Om
you.
Shanti.